Hello everyone. Welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Really? King Charles wants to heal the rift once and for all? Or is it Meghan and Harry who want to heal the rift once and for all because that's the only way they can make any money is by selling royal family secrets? The two of them are just so transparent, and that's why I don't understand why they even bother. I mean, if you're gonna do sketchy stuff, you at least need to be a little better at being sneaky. So reportedly, because William refuses to speak to Harry, Charles decided to circumnavigate that situation and make Catherine reach out to Meghan. How would that even make any sense, though? I mean, these are two separate problems. Harry and William have their own set of problems as brothers, and then Catherine and Meghan have another set of problems as sisters in law. The problems, though, in both relationships are stemming from only one source the Sussexes. William and Catherine did nothing to deserve this treatment. Reportedly, though, because William is refusing to speak to Harry, quote, Charles forced Kate to become his peacemaker. She agreed because when it comes to the royal family, Kate has always taken her duty seriously. She does what she is told. Oh, God. Okay, I think I know who this insider is. It must be Scooby Doo Doo himself. After all, he's the one who claims that Catherine is so pliable. Yeah, she just does whatever they tell her to do. Well, that is literally her job. I mean, come on. She's a loyal member of the royal family. She understands her position. She understands that her role is to do what she is told. Why do they try to make it sound like a bad thing that Catherine takes her duty seriously? This is something I still do not understand. The article goes on to claim that, quote, their talk was 4 years in the making, and obviously it wasn't easy because who knows what could end up being leaked from their private conversations. But Kate has apologized to Meghan before, and she knew what to say. Her kind words had an impact, and they both got pretty emotional. All right, again with the Catherine apologizing to Meghan, what on earth could Catherine apologize for? I don't believe for one second that Catherine ever said anything inappropriate about Archofficial before he was born. Maybe she said something nice like, oh, I bet he's going to be a really cute baby, but I don't believe for one second she speculated about how dark his skin might turn out to be. And what is this? She has apologized to Meghan before. Well, that's what Harry said in Spare when Harry claimed that it was Catherine who made Meghan cry at that bridesmaid's dress fitting. Again, it was Meghan who made Catherine cry because she was being such a vicious bully towards little Charlotte. Catherine had no reason to apologize to Meghan. I do believe that she showed up at Meghan's door to give her flowers to try to clear the air, but that's not the same thing as an apology. I think Catherine just wanted to have a good relationship with her future sister in law, but that was never going to be possible because Meghan is so obsessively jealous of Catherine. According to this article, though, they agreed to a reluctant truce. The insider said they'll never truly see eye to eye, and nothing will change how Meghan feels about the way she has been treated by Kate and the rest of the royals, but Meghan is estranged from her own father, so she knows how tough it's been on Harry to feel abandoned by his family. She's vowed to do what she can to help. Both she and Kate want to start over. That's rich. Both she and Kate want to start over. Why would Catherine want to start over in her relationship with Meghan Markle, the narcissistic sociopath? Why would she want to open herself up and her family up too to all the harm that comes from being associated with Meghan and Harry? Those two are toxic. Being close to them is only going to lead to pain. And let's look at why Meghan is estranged from her own father. She is estranged from her own father because she wants to be estranged from him. She's the one who refuses to try to make peace with him. He has tried to reach out to her time and time again. I mean, it's really pitiful the way that he puts himself out there with these public pleas to Meghan, begging her to please just talk to him, to call him up. He just wants to meet his grandchildren. He wants to meet the son in law he's never met. But at the same time, we are supposed to believe that Catherine is the cold and cruel one? I mean, come on. Catherine has an incredibly close and loving relationship with her family. Looking at the relationships that Catherine and Meghan have with their own families is enough to tell us that Meghan is the one who has some serious mental health problems. It's not Catherine. Meghan is the one who has this pattern of using and abusing people, and then once they've outlived their usefulness, she throws them away. Catherine, on the other hand, has a very small, close knit group of friends who she has had for years. Catherine relates so well to people. She's authentic, she's genuine, and she's also got the good sense to stay away from a viper like Meghan Markle. And yeah, after thoroughly trashing the royal family for nearly 4 years now, both Meghan and Harry are trying to make peace with them because they realize their careers are over in America. They are desperate to get back in good with the royals because that's their only hope. It's so funny to me that Harry and Meghan thought the royal family was going to miss them so much when they left. They were going to be sorry. Well, no. The royal family has just gone from strength to strength, especially William and Catherine. I mean, just look at how well they're doing in the popularity polls, even in the US. People absolutely love William and Catherine. William is by far the most popular royal. He's even more popular than the president of the US, Joe Biden. And as for Catherine, her reputation is impeccable. And that's why, even though Endgame absolutely vilified Catherine, it has done absolutely nothing to really damage her reputation. The insider in this article goes on to claim Kate may have grudgingly put the past behind her out of loyalty to the family, but William can never forgive Harry for the way he's thrown Kate under the bus. Of course, William can never forgive Harry for what he has done, and similarly, I don't believe Catherine can ever forgive Meghan either. Another big problem with this whole made up story is the fact that Catherine and Meghan were never close in the first place. It would make sense for Harry and William to, at some point in the future, reestablish their bond because, well, when they were younger, they were incredibly close. But Meghan and Catherine, no, it's never been like that with them. I think Catherine saw Meghan for what she was from the very beginning, and Meghan, in a very inappropriate way, was desperate to get close to Catherine. It put her off. Now, the insider goes on to say Harry is still incredibly hurt by how he has been ostracized by his brother. Oh, really? Harry is incredibly hurt by how he has been ostracized? What about the way that he made his brother out to be this vicious bully? Made it sound like William is this arrogant a-hole with a really bad temper. But oh yeah, we're expected to believe that Harry is so hurt because William ostracized him. So the insider goes on to say that Harry has demanded an apology from the royal family, quote, which he isn't likely to get, especially not from William. Again, why would the royal family, and especially William, apologize to Harry? What have they done that they need to apologize for? Absolutely nothing. Reportedly, William has been wanting to distance himself from his brother ever since Harry's marriage to Meghan, whom he took a disliking to from the start. The insider also added that William now considers Harry to be an outsider. Well, Harry has made himself into an outsider. Let's remember it was him and Meghan who wanted to move away. They were the ones who wanted to start an independent life for themselves in America. They were the ones who chose to leave their positions as working royals and then go on to trash the family. They are outsiders, but that's because they wanted to be outsiders. I love how this article is also trying to make it seem like the monarchy and the royal family is being harmed by this feud with Meghan and Harry. No, the monarchy and the king and William and Catherine are all doing just fine. Harry and Meghan, on the other hand, will know they have been named the biggest losers of 2023 in Hollywood. It's their reputations that are on the line here, not the reputation of the royal family. But according to this insider, quote, the monarchy comes first, always has. And if that's being threatened, there's a problem, a big problem. The royal family has gotten so much bad press lately, and it mainly stems from the feud between William and Kate and Harry and Meghan. The next article came from the Daily Mirror on March 29th of 2002. The headline, Harry's sick with kissing disease. It was detailing Harry's diagnosis of mononucleosis or glandular fever and claimed that he was being made fun of by his friends and his brother. So Harry has alleged that he doesn't know how anybody outside the family knew this, and he believes the palace responded to information that was put to them. But MGN is claiming that the information was discreetly released by the palace to avoid extra attention on the royals while they were on vacation. The judge decided to rule against Harry in this one, and he lost. The judge said, quote, seems likely that it was St. James's Palace spokeswoman who first put the information into the public domain. So no, there was no phone hacking involved in this one. Next article was No Eaten Trifles for Harry 18, published in the Daily Mirror on September 16th of 2002. The article detailed how Harry spent his 18th birthday, including lunch with his family. MGN is saying they got the information from an interview with the Press Association for Harry's 18th birthday, but Harry's claiming that he was obliged to give the interview, and he described it as an ideal occasion for anyone listening into my messages to continue to do so. Well, that claim didn't make a whole lot of sense, so naturally, the judge did not rule in Harry's favor. He lost on that one. The next piece was run in The People on April 20th, 2003. It was describing how Harry was asked to be the godfather to the nephew of his former nanny, Tiggy Leg Bork. Matured Harry as a godfather was the headline. So Harry's claiming he has no idea where quotes from a royal insider about Charles's opinions on the matter came from, and he's claiming that MGN must have hacked his former nanny's or his partner's phone. But no, MGN has said the piece was a rewrite of a Sunday Telegraph column sold by a freelance journalist, and guess what? The judge agreed with MGN. He said, obvious from the phraseology, that the Daily Telegraph's Mandrake column was in fact the source. The next one also made me chuckle because it's absolutely ridiculous for Harry to claim that it was a result of unlawful information gathering. So the title is Harry to Lead Cadets March. It was published in the Daily Mirror on April 29th of 2003. The article goes into detail about Harry being given the role of parade commander at the Combined Cadet Force Tattoo at Eton. And Harry is claiming that the article's author is known to have commissioned private investigators, and he says that at least one of the articles is an admitted example of unlawful information gathering. But MGN is saying no, the information was already released by St. James's Palace, and that's where they got it from. Well, the judge ruled against Harry on this one too. The judge even said that Harry accepted the article was no more than a composite version of the Palace announcement and the Press Association report. Honestly, does he realize how stupid he comes across claiming that they hacked his phone and then they remind him that that information was already in the public domain and his response is basically, oh yeah. We're already up to number 12 with only a few wins. So the next one is Harry is ready to quit Oz. It was published in the Daily Mirror on September 27th of 2003. It's a page 7 story reporting that Harry was considering leaving his gap year in Australia because of the press. Harry is claiming that evidence shows that MGN was paying to have him watched. The piece describes that he was inside watching videos, and the publisher claims the information came from press statements by Clarence House, and it also showed up in other outlets as well. Again, poor Harry lost this one. The judge ruled that Harry's claim is hopeless because the source was the palace briefing Harry's own companion in Australia. Oh, Harry, maybe if your memory were a little more reliable, you wouldn't make yourself look like such a fool. And the next one is also completely ludicrous because Harry just visited a public beach. I mean, come on. This was a story with the headline Beach Bum Harry. It was published in the Daily Mirror on December 16th of 2003, and it was all about a visit by Harry to an Australian beach. Not all that interesting. I see he frolics and surf with bikini girls. Oh, how scandalous. So Harry is claiming that even though the beach was public, it wasn't busy, and he just doesn't understand how anybody could have possibly known that he was there. But MGN is saying that in fact the details were provided by an Australian freelance photographer, and also these photos had already been published in the Evening Standard. Well, unsurprisingly, the judge agrees with MGN on this one, and Harry lost. Now, this one I also find to be hilarious because it's not like there are that many people in this world who look like Harry. It's funny how he believes that when he's out in public, he should still expect total privacy. Harry, no. Of course, when you're out and about in public making a spectacle out of yourself, people are going to notice you and you're going to get your name in the headlines again. Next item was published in The People on December 28th of 2003. The headline is Wills. Seeing Burrell is the only way to stop him selling more Diana secrets. Harry, no. Burrell's a two-faced beep who'll use Visit to make money. This was a double-page article reporting on a disagreement between Harry and William about whether or not they should meet with the former royal butler Paul Burrell over his ongoing exposes about Diana. So Harry actually ended up winning this one, even though it's really William who should have won, because I don't think it was Harry's phone again that was hacked, it was William's. The judge decided the information was obtained by hacking of messages between the Duke and his brother or other associates. So again, even though this does represent a win for Harry, even the judge is acknowledging that it probably was not Harry's phone that was hacked. Funny enough, the reason Harry won this one is because of the reported phrase two-faced shit to describe Mr. Burrell. Apparently that was taken directly from a voicemail, but MGN did claim the information came from a confidential source who specialized in royal matters. Well, it sounds to me like the judge made the right decision on this one. It sounds like William's phone was probably hacked, and that's how they got that little gem of two-faced shit. And that concludes part 1 of this little video series examining Harry's claims against MGN. I do hope that you'll tune in later for part 2. Now before you go, please don't forget to like and share this video with anybody else who would enjoy it. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.